Hey everybody, it's Lisa from Shabby Road Studio. How are you today? We are back again for part 2 of Let's Make a Journal Out of Junk. So yesterday's video, we did this cover of this junky old padded notebook thing I found in my drawer. I originally picked this up just to basically pull these out and use them in journal pages or whatever. But I found it and I thought, why not try to salvage the whole thing as a whole? So yesterday's video was part 1 and we did the cover. And I must say, I am quite happy with it. Once I added the gold, it really came together for me and I'm happy. So today we're going to do the back cover. And so the biggest thing I'm unhappy with, or like kind of confused about, are these ends. You see where I took the old cover off, it just dipped down, so kind of like notches out there at the top and bottom. And I've been sitting here trying to figure out how I could fix that, because I don't know, anything I put there is going to come in to this, and I don't want to have to I'm not going to redo any part of this front cover. So I have kind of an idea it's going to come across, but it's going to be decorative and look like it was meant to come like that. I don't know, we'll see. Let's do the back cover first. We're going to just paint it. My little paper here. I want to keep some of this green theme going. So I have this chalk paint and it is Spanish moss. So I think it's going to go well enough with the green in the front here. So let's get started. I have some, this is a parchment paper here. I love this chalk paint. I told you that before. It dries fast. It's fun to use. That's all I used when I did furniture. So chalk paint's really come a long way. I used to make my own back in the day, but now I could just buy some, so that's fun. And they have some pretty cool colors. And if you're wondering about this stylish paintbrush here, this is an old makeup brush. So here's my quick tip for the day. I have found a whole bag of old makeup brushes at the thrift store. Or maybe it was a garage sale. See, I can't remember, but it doesn't matter where I got it. Keep your eyes open for old makeup brushes. Now, obviously, I wasn't going to buy it to use for my makeup, but you can use this and then toss it. It's not a big deal. You don't have to buy the expensive paint brushes for all this craft stuff. Makeup brushes. All right, let's go. Now, first when you put this on, it doesn't look like the same color, but when it dries, it does match much better with the green that I used on the front. The peeled paint from Tim Holtz, I think it was. And the chalk paint obviously dries matte, which I love because everything I do, I try to keep grungy and vintage. And, well, I mean, matte finish is all about grungy and vintage look. All right. That's a good first coat. Let me go dry it. Okay, so this is dry. I did add a little bit. As it was drying, I could see some thin spots, so I just added a little bit. There's still some areas, but what I want to do is, I know, I'm back to the crack paints. Guys, I love this stuff so much. Just want to add a few, okay? Just a little, not the whole back, but just a little bit of interesting splotches. Okay. That's all I'm gonna add. Now I will go dry that. It is dry. And look at those yummy crackles. Can you see them? Okay, so now obviously I'm not gonna leave it white. I had this thought of taking some more of this peeled paint. Yes, it's gonna be a different color, but that might actually work kind of cool in a way, unless it gets, I don't know. It's just an experiment. It's just paint. It's just ink. We're gonna do it. Just trying to think of the best way to apply this. I don't know. Maybe I'll just. All right. Let's see what we. We're just playing, right? Ooh, that's a lot. That is a lot, Lisa. Okay. I love it so far. That's a lot of ink right there, though. All right, we're just going over. Just playing, folks. You know, this is the fun part about this whole crafting thing. You play, if it turns out, cool. If it doesn't, just start over, right? So, maybe paper towel. Paper towel leaves kind of cool texture on there. I don't know if it'll stay once it dries, but okay, so yeah, let's maybe darken those back up a bit right there. But I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it even if it's lighter. This is a grungy experiment, so we're gonna go with it. Okay, I gave that a quick dry with heat gun. Yeah, I know it looks a lot lighter to you. I can see through the phone here, and it seems like it's a lot lighter. I had an idea when I was drying it, of course. What if, obviously, what if, hello, what if I put some more of this to kind of blend it with the front? What if? Okay. I use so much of this, gold. I love it so much. Like, if something doesn't look right, gold makes it look better. I don't know. It's just a theory. It's just a theory. See, you start and it gets into the cracks. I don't know. See, I can see it. Don't know how well you can see it. My lighting is terrible in here. And it's early morning, so. But gold just gives everything. I don't know. It's like the frosting on the cake or something. I think I'm going to be quite a bit happier with this gold on the back as well. So it'll kind of add to that crackling too. Oh, I love it. I love it. Like I said, if you get too much, you just keep on rubbing. Just keep on rubbing. And you just want a little bit. You don't want... Because see, if you just put a little bit, you can kind of have more control over it. If you put too much on your finger, it just ends up a blob on your whatever you're working on. Kind of like to get more towards the edge, around the corners. Oh yeah, I like it. Yeah, the only thing I'm disappointed about so far is that stupid scoop out of the top of the spine. Because taking that other squishy cover off, I don't know why I did that. I don't, yeah, I just left a scallop there with nothing. And I don't want to leave it like, I mean, I guess I could leave it like that, but it kind of bugs me. And so once it bugs me, then I have to go back and do something. But I'm not sure because I don't want to take away from the design on the front cover. Man, I am just loving the gold. Little bits. And just try to go in the same direction so you don't have any weird. Okay. Gonna leave that for now. So let's open it up. All right. I don't know. Do I need to fix that or not? I don't know. I wish I could hear your opinion through the phone. So the only thing I had as a thought for this is to use a double-sided, like take some masking tape and kind of making my own washi tape, but doubling, like sticking, because, you know, you don't want it to be sticky. So you back it with itself, if, you know, that makes sense. So I have this that's like, I don't think it'll stick to this, so I kind of wanted to experiment with this piece, kind of just taking my brush with what's left on it, ink and paint. Oops, I need two pieces, don't I? And now I don't think I have enough ink left on my brush. Maybe. So we need a piece for the top and the bottom, and then we'll back it with itself. And then we have to glue it on. So, you know how sometimes a book will have a piece of, like, just like tape? I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking with this. Okay, it's dry. I want to add a little bit of gold to it. Okay, so then the whole idea would be to now get the piece of tape to unstick from my finger. Unstick. You know how you, okay. All right, now let's see if I can get this back off. Yep, okay. Of course, I put it on crooked. So my thought was to just kind of put this over just a little bit. Oh, come on now. Stop sticking. Okay, so kind of just to take away from that scallop. So I don't need it that long. So we want to keep this to measure this with, and then we'll stick them on. I don't know how it'll turn out. That's really going crooked. All right, well, shoot. See, look what I did. I got it crooked, guys. I got it back off. My printer is over there making noise. Okay. Still in the frame. All right. There. That's better. So now I just want to get the same size length. And then sort of make it the same width. All right. I am distressing tape. But I think it'll look a little older and grungier if I do. So I'm going to try it. It's not the easiest thing in the world. It's getting there. Yeah. Yeah, and Michelle, I'm going to get some of that scorched timber. You and I are going to play with scorched timber and see what kind of cool effects we can get with that. So far, my favorite's been the ground espresso, but I do believe that scorched timber has a place in my craft room. Oh, yeah. Okay. Okay, so let me just show you. My hands are terrible. Sorry. This one is distressed, and this one isn't. See how nicer? How nicer? Wow, can you talk? See how much nicer that looks? Grunge your stuff up, people. They don't call them junk journals for nothing. Just get it nice and grungy. And that just kind of goes, oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard for you to see on the camera, but if you could see it in person, it just adds a little. Simplest things make me happy, I'm telling you. Distress ink, that makes me happy. Okay, so here's our front. What I was thinking was to just, oh, but that's gonna show. Okay. Look at me, making a mistake. This has gotta be colored as well. Maybe not distressed, but it needs some color at least right on the top where it's gonna show. Because through that little scallop area, you can still see this. You don't want to see masking tape. Goodness, I'm glad I caught that. Yeah. A bit of gold. All right. Okay, tried it, grunged it a little bit. Can you see it? Okay, so like I said, I was thinking along the lines of just taking this and bringing it up like that. Yeah, it's going to be a little flimsy there, but yeah. And it's going to come into the front. There's really no getting around that. Unless you start it right here. But maybe a shorter amount wouldn't. And then maybe not so much on the back. I don't know. Okay. So let's make it shorter. Oh, am I gonna regret this? Am I gonna regret this? I'm gonna cut this other one to the same size. Yes, I'm cutting crooked. Do I care? No. Okay. Now for this, for my next trick, now for this, I'm going to use art glitter glue. I'm going to get this all, no, I'm not, because I don't take care of my glue and it gets crusty. Anyway, I think the art glitter glue will work. It'll dry quick. Yeah, that's the inside. I mean, I don't know. It's really the only thing I could think of to do for those cutout. It just, yeah, didn't really make sense any other way. So we're just coming around a little bit on the front and a little bit more on the back. Let's straighten that up. And we want to get it the same amount. About like that. And then turn it around so you can get it lined up with that bottom piece. You know what I mean? You've seen the tape like that on old books. I don't know if it's like to support the edge of the spine or whatever, but that's what we're going to pretend this is. We're going to hope that sticks. I think there's a little bit more on the top. Now the trick is opening it up because you want it to be able to move with the cover. So maybe I should open it up and then kind of make sure it's in the crack. I don't know. We'll see if this works. Maybe glue. Maybe I should have used, I don't know. Maybe I should have used Fabrifix. Just never know which glue to use. I mean, art glitter sticks pretty quickly. Like, it really sticks quickly when I want to move something that I made a mistake and you can't move it because it's stuck in place. But then when you want it to stick, you know, it's like, no, I'm going to move around a little bit. So, I don't know, that's the way it's going to look on the corners because it's an old grungy book. And someone had to tape it back together when they were using it. Yes, I do love the back. Okay, so that is it for this video today. It was a quick one, but I wanted to do the back cover and to fix those scallops that were bugging me. Tomorrow's video, we're going to start in on these glued together pages. I got some glue on there, and there's some of them are sticking together. I think we'll do what I want to do with the pages first. Or we could do the inside. Let's do the inside cover. Do the inside cover, and then we'll come back tomorrow and do the pages. Okay. Okay, so for the inside covers, I had this, I was having a play the other day with, you know how you take a pad of scrapbook paper that you just don't use anymore, and there's like these really ugly sheets in there that have designs that you would never use. So you can start to see a little bit of here and even over here. So I just started, I put some gesso on here that's making those little ridges in here. I put some gesso down, and then I just started adding some paint and some, yeah, distress stains and stuff. And this is how it ended up. But the funny thing is that it's really going to go well with this journal. So I thought if I can salvage enough of it, I'm going to put it on the inside of here and here. So basically I'm going to fold it in half because why not? I need to be able to use half for one. And yeah, that'll work. So I'm going to cut this. Okay, so I took this, cut it in half, measured out a piece for the front and measured out the piece for the back. I think it's going to fit. So I think okay. I had to go wash my brush out because I wanted to use the same brush. It's probably enough, hopefully. Yeah, I'm gonna get enough in there. Okay, we're gonna do the back inside cover now. Just trying to drizzle some of this, but not get too much. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. It doesn't matter which way this goes. It kind of just all looks the same. So I'm gonna line up the top and the bottom first, and then yeah, I got that a little close in there. It kind of wants to flip up when I open and shut, so I'm gonna have to just put some good art glitter glue in there and just leave it and not mess with it, and it'll stay. But for now, so today we did the back cover. We kind of fixed those scalloped edges, and we added the inside and the back cover paper. Okay, everybody, thanks for watching again, and I will see you tomorrow for papers. All right, I'll see you on the next video. Bye.